Good evening and welcome to the Roxbury Report. Following up on a story we brought you earlier, on April 25th, the City of Boston had its ribbon cutting to officially open the Bruce Bowling Municipal Building in Dudley Square. Roughly 200 people gathered on a clear, brisk spring afternoon to celebrate the occasion. Mayor Walsh and Interim Superintendent John McDonough praised the dedication and commitment of the educators and administrators of the Boston Public School Department for their work in educating Boston school children. Boston City Councilor Tito Jackson, who represents Roxbury, noted the work of the school department, but spoke at length about the needs of the surrounding community. He thanked the mayor, the unions, and Shama Construction for their efforts to ensure that the construction workforce reflected the diversity of Boston. Councilor Jackson went on to say that an inclusive workforce strengthens the community by providing high-paying jobs that build skills and give existing residents the means to deal with the pressures of rising rents and gentrification. Jackson called for future construction projects in Boston to follow the example of the bowling building, a call that was met with loud applause from the audience. A few days later, I ran into Councilor Jackson outside the meeting to discuss the Boston 2024 Olympic bid at Roxbury Community College. Before entering the meeting, I asked him about his thoughts regarding a Boston Olympics.
There is the very real past and history of displacement of people in our neighborhoods and communities. In Atlanta, they arrested homeless people. In Atlanta, they took down 2,000 units of affordable housing, and they displaced over 30,000 people. So the question is, what is on offer with Boston 2024 that will be different and that will benefit people of the city of Boston?
Inside, there were roughly an even number of signs both for and against the Olympics. The Boston 2024 panel spent about 45 minutes on a broad presentation that covered how the games were initially envisioned for Boston, an overview of ideas for venues and logistics, and the localization plan regarding jobs and affordable housing. Despite the scope of the presentation, it was short on details, a point which was not lost on the audience. During the question and answer session, attendees asked repeatedly for more details and specifics, but were told that they were either not available at this meeting or that this meeting was not the place to discuss them. And in one of the more ironic exchanges of the night, when a man at the back of the auditorium shouted about displacement, the moderator threatened to have him removed from the assembly. Concerns about displacement and gentrification in Roxbury continued to grow along with real estate prices. An article in the April 22nd Bay State Banner noted that triple-deckers in Roxbury are approaching $1 million, which puts them out of reach for many current residents of the neighborhood, while more college students and young professionals who are able to provide a large down payment purchase expensive properties and support the continued price increases. The same day that the article was published, Nuestra Comunidad hosted a meeting called Stand Against Gentrification, which was designed to discuss the growing challenge of displacement due to gentrification. Senator Byron Rushing provided the keynote to the meeting, and small table discussions focused on Roxbury's specific gentrification issues. Nuestra Comunidad's executive director, David Price, said, quote, "The forum highlighted the importance of building as much affordable housing as possible now, both low and middle income rental and home ownership, and that building mixed income housing is Roxbury's best anti-gentrification strategy," end quote. As of this broadcast, however, neither the Boston 2024 panel nor Nuestra Comunidad provided targets for the amount of affordable housing to be built. Turning to arts news, it's time to pull out your noisemakers and put on your comfortable shoes. The annual Wake Up the Earth Parade and Festival take place tomorrow in Roxbury and Jamaica Plain. The two legs of the parade begin at the Monument in JP and the Eggleston Square YMCA in Roxbury. Any groups wishing to march in the parade should assemble at either starting point no later than 10:30 a.m. The two legs will depart from each location around 11 a.m. and meet in front of the Jackson Square MBTA station. From there, they will merge, representing unity between the neighborhoods of Roxbury and Jamaica Plain, and then march together to the Stony Brook MBTA station, where the festival takes place. Each year, the Wake Up the Earth Festival attracts a crowd of approximately 20,000 people with 2 stages of music, games and activities for families, and vendors selling food, artwork, and other items. If you miss the parade, the festival runs from noon until 6 p.m. Attendees are advised to take the MBTA as streets will be closed and parking will be very limited. That's it for tonight's Roxbury Report. Have a great weekend. Chris, back to you.